Crusader people across this Crusader world. Welcome to Crusader Kings. Welcome to a Game of Thrones. More importantly, apologies there was no episode yesterday. Had a load of stuff that I had to catch up on. Legal documents, taxes, boring stuff that I put off to the last minute because I haven't got time for, that then I cannot ever catch up on. So maybe my own fault a little bit, but you know what isn't my own fault? The fact that we have Lord Aerys, the Shield of Rosby here, ready to pounce on the Trident. Wasn't anything to do with me. For once, Stannis or House Baratheon, they're going to be Stannises forever, okay? I'm going to call every single one of them Stannis. They managed to actually grab some land back, not influenced by our dynasty. They finally manifested destiny. They've finally done some good work. And that has left this bit of our de jure duchy ripe for the picking. We've got to fabricate a couple more claims, and then our first ever martial character, Lord Aerys, is going to come out swinging. Arguably not a martial character, given that he's better at stewardship and better at diplomacy. But we're not focusing on martial right now, right? Oh, we are. Oh, he really is just terrible. To be fair, I chose chivalry because he's a very chivalrous, honest man. So we've got a lot of things to think about outside of this. It's going to be kind of that slow burn. We'll fabricate our last kind of... I think we've only got 1.5 claims effectively left to fabricate, right? Then we'll dive in. We've got the Vale at our back. We've got Stannis at our back. Not Stannis at our back. 44,000 troops. It's going to be a wipeout. We're going to absolutely take him. We'll be able to grab the Wargall super quick because it's directly next to our capital. So we can start laying siege to that, especially when you consider that our guy is that military engineer. Start laying siege to that before they've even got their troops raised and ready to go. So I think we're going to be golden on that front. What we've got to do is consider the future. And I'll be honest, I'm at a bit of a quandary here because our only son and heir, little sweet Robinrick, he has that kind of inherent benefit that he's consecrated blood, which is going to make a lot of people like him. The downside is he's rowdy. Why is that a downside? Well, that means either he becomes an intrigue character or a martial character. And I don't think there's much I can do with a martial character. I'm sorry to say it. It's quite restrictive. Unless we are, because everywhere is so solid and so stable. What am I going to declare war on exactly as a High Lord? Declare war on the Trident. Okay, well, of course, we're going to do that and get a few provinces. But we're not doing that because of our great martial score. It doesn't matter what this guy's martial skill was. He'd never be able to do that without the alliances. And how do we get the alliances? Intrigue. And I'm sorry to say, I don't want this to be an entire intrigue playthrough. I really, really don't. But it's a necessary evil. When we become a High Lord, sure. When we take the Iron Throne, when we have 30,000 troops, then a really, really good military commander can make or break it. That's when we can launch some massive crusade against the Trident or the Mountain of the Vale or whatever. Bring back the Iron Throne. That's possible. But at this stage in time, it's no impact whatsoever on our game plan, right? This guy could have 100 martial, and we would still need allies to win our wars for us. So sadly, I do think with this kid, he is going to be an intrigue character. What I'm going to do is I'm going to leave him until he's just about to turn 6. If he gets, I don't know if there is anything he can get as a child that will influence martial or intrigue one way or the other. If he's looking more interesting as a martial character, I'll go for it. And that'll be my promise to you. But I'm just saying, be prepared when we play as this kid, because you know our guy's 35. This kid's gonna be, what did I say? Like we'll be close to 50, 60 when this kid is able to come of age. We might die long before then. At which point we can send that kid immediately off to university. Shit, this kid could be our first ever level 5 education trait character, something I've never seen before. So that'd be kind of fun. And there were a lot of laid plans that we had that, of course, fell apart with the untimely death of Merryk. We had a lot of alliances lined up. We had a lot of land we were going to inherit, like that little bit from the Stormlands to get our sword back. The Iron Throne itself is within our grasp. Matrilineally married the heir of the Iron Throne to our sister. So in 2 generations, it'll be a Goshawk set on the throne. So we've got to do something with that, right? And I think maybe this kid might be the way to capitalize on it, again, especially if we get that level 5 intrigue. But we'll talk about that in the comments a little bit more. We can go back and forth down there. I'll try and reply to people when I think there's something worth having a discussion about. Anyway, let's get to work today. We've got a few things to do here. Obviously, finish fabricating those plots. Really, with this guy, we've just got to chip along, keep upgrading the territory. Oh, you know the one thing I did do? Oh, hello. Elbronta, my daughter. She is an astute intellectual. Not bad. 15 intrigue overall. That's not terrible. That's okay. I can't really do much with that, sadly. Well, that is bizarre. Suddenly, everybody wants to marry House Goshawk. Would you look at that? King Raymond of the North. Prince Tyler of the Rock. Prince Axel of the Trident. Manly Stokeworth. Even House Stokeworth have some good troops for them, right? Gives a potential alliance with the Kingdom of the Reach. Does it really? Why does it give a potential alliance with the Kingdom of the Reach? Oh. Right. It's his sister. What, his mother remarried to a Stokeworth? His mother was previously married to a Stokeworth? I don't really know what's happening there. Oh, his mother was a Stokeworth. Oh, interesting. Right. Well, that we could do something with then, huh? God, what's a more valuable alliance? Definitely the Kingdom of the Reach. God damn, we've suddenly shot up to being like the most sought-after house going because of all those plans that we put together before. And this is why I'm saying it's kind of hard to willingly not take intrigue when I know we can do so much more with it. Raymond the Insane of the North. I'm not really bothered by the North. Sorry, who is the King of the North? House Borehell? Who? Oh my God, are they... Oh, he's King of the North. No, wait, what? Sorry, I was thinking Beyond the Wall. Old Gods Beyond the Wall. Hornfoot culture. Old Gods Beyond the Wall. So the Queen Delana Stark, Eddard's granddaughter, married a wildling? Matrilineally? Married Craster? Oh, wait. The Craster. No. It's just a different guy called Craster. Okay, that's not nearly as frightening as I thought. That would have been a hell of a plot twist. There's a different Craster, right? Craster's Keep. Hello. It's okay. It's a different Craster. We're all good. It's fine. Don't panic. Well, that's very bizarre. House Borehell, the Old Gods. That's fun as hell. Okay. I'm not really interested in that alliance thing, so that would make us a lot of enemies, because, well, at least I assume there's some negative opinion towards wildlings. Oh, interesting. Okay, let's not worry about that. I like this alliance the best. Manly Stokeworth. Also has Handsome, which is very lovely. This is good. This is a good marriage. Vastly superior. Yes, absolutely. That is a great alliance. Alliance formed with King Bernard the Worthy of the Reach. Suddenly, we've gone from having 44,000 troops at our beck and call to 91,000. We are arguably one of the most powerful people in the Seven Kingdoms at this point. That's more troops than I think any of these people can field. You've got no allies. You've got no allies. Oh, God. You haven't got enough allies. Holy shit, we are like the most powerful person in the Seven Kingdoms. Oh, this is good. That's good. I like that. That's quite handy, isn't it? Okay, send it, by all means. My son, another son. Elias Goshawk. You're a dwarf. Interesting. Eliasric. Somebody said, please call one of your sons in Crusader Kings Pickle, which I am fundamentally offended by on every level. How dare you? Eliasric, because it would be Pickle Rick. I've never watched Rick and Morty. I presume that's funny. I don't know. Certainly sounds it. And then Meredith as well. Who is this? My brother and Admiral. Thank you, brother. Meredith. You know what? She is so far down the line of succession. I'm not going to waste my limited brain power on trying to come up with a name for her. How are we looking? 60% of the way there. Okay, good. Is there anything we can do to prepare for this war? Realistically, at this point, with 90,000 troops at our beck and call, presumably we've got the prestige, of course. Is there anything we need to do? Not really. Now, bear in mind, this character has his kind of personal, where is it? Shadow of Fame, Dawn, here we are. His kind of personal dream here of becoming as famous as possible. Originally, he wanted to be more famous than his father, but I think at this point, we've achieved that, right? Hence why that modifier last episode flipped over to Shadow of Fame, Dawn. Interesting. My sister, Lucianta, has given birth to a daughter. We get to name these kids because we're the head of the house. Oh my God, we get to name the next king or queen of the Iron Throne. Sylvie. Sylvanta. That's a good name. I hate this naming scheme. It's very goosey though, isn't it? Hey, speaking of things that are very goosey, someone in the comment section last time said, you know, you should rename all of those bastard houses that popped up, you know, from our grandfather's dalliance with his own daughters on occasion, but the less said about that, the better, right? It was a very sick man, both in mind and in body. He was a disgusting freak. You know, we've ended up with a lot of bastard dynasties. Now, would it make sense for them to adopt the goose as their sigil? Probably not. There is precedent for similar dynasties, dynasties inside similar borders to adopt the same sigil. Immediately, House Rain comes to mind as having the lion, and of course, that's what the Lannisters have, etc., etc. There's a whole song about it. So maybe it's not that far off. So we've got, for my friend Ralph Waters, our half-brother, he doesn't know that, House Black Goose. I took their original house name and kind of changed things up a little bit. I don't know if I did it with this one. I don't remember what they were before. We've got this one here, House Goosehaven. That was Garth Waters. He was our half-brother, his son's dynasty. And then, was it, yeah, here we are. Lord Oswin Goswater. They were the descendants of Edwell Waters, and I thought we'll combine that. That was our aunt and her half-brother, but no one needs to know that. Forget about these things. Somebody did say in the comments that there's little skeletons in the closet that hopefully we can just forget about. This is a nice, honest, ambitious man. It's nothing to do with him, okay? We're not going to suffer the consequences of our ancestors. I mean, we're going to tidy up their messes, if anything, and that's what I like as this guy. Ah, and here it is, a follow-up to that thing I was talking about. A long time has passed since I decided to focus on emulating the fame of my dead father, even longer since his death. It's stressful and demanding to step out of his shadow. I feel the world is always judging me, not by my deeds, but always in comparison to Lord Merryk. I know I'm respected, but is it enough? There's still so much for me to achieve. You gain Shadow of Fame Daylight, and we've lost Shadow of Fame Dawn. So our prestige is now plus 50%. Stress gain is up by 25%. Oh, God. So almost there's arguably kind of a time limit on it, depending on how stressful your character originally is. Luckily, we haven't got, like, paranoid or anything. Ambitious, of course, gives a 25% anyway. So we're gaining 50% total stress now for 50% extra prestige. I guess at some point when we get more than enough prestige, when we hit a certain level of fame, I presume Illustrious might be enough to tick that off. When we get to that level, it might remove these modifiers. And you can be like, yeah, I'm pretty great. Oh, Maester was a spy, so I had him imprisoned. I was like 2 seconds ago. Okay, engineered for destruction. Siege weapon effectiveness up by 40%. That's going to be very appropriate, because of course I get this guy to lead the sieges personally, because that's what he's good at. Go for that new Maester then. Hello, my friend. Edgar. What is that? Disloyal. Is this guy smart enough that he would know? I'll be honest, he's got 4 intrigue. He's also a calm man. Cynical. Maybe cynical for the gods this time. It's self-interest. It doesn't really matter. Let's keep him on board. I feel like he's not Machiavellian enough to want to get rid of that Maester because he's disloyal. It's come to my attention that your Septon Aaron is working to fabricate spurious claims of the lordship of Edgerton. I implore you to remember that you are lord by right, not by greed. I know what I'm doing, Ralph. Ralph Black Goose. Taking my dynasty sigil. Unbelievably rude man. Is that just because his position on the council, I presume, that he disapproves of this? He's glory bound or whatever. Aaron willingly exposed who was spying on you, begging for mercy. It was Lord Oswin. Oh dear. Another spy in our court. What is going on with this? You think someone's out to get us? Be merciful, but the scheming has to stop. That might be the better thing going forward, because this guy he's calm and he's honest. He's calm and he's honest. I think he would want to make other people honest too. Just putting them to death, that's a bit too irrational for a calm man, right? Especially given that he's just about to uncover our documents. Beheading him probably isn't the right way to go about it. I have prowled through documents ancient of less certain prominence, and for 78 gold, we can now be the Lord of Edgerton. Okay, and then I think the last one is just Red Bend. So let's throw you, there it is, over there. Then we take the whole thing. We take the Duchy of Rosby, and we've got the Duchy of the Blackwater Rush. Become a double G. That's pretty good, I think. Then the kingdom is already going to fall to our dynasty anyway. It's just a case of realigning certain things, and maybe as our next character, if we do go intrigue, which we probably will, to be honest, realigning certain things, and maybe if even is an evil character, if he comes out a particular lunatic, we might even rearrange certain heads on spikes. Your Councillor Oswin flagellated himself. Terrible. That's very terrible. What a poor fella. And then Andro also died. Oh. Who was Andro? Just an educator, fine. Robin, you need another good educator. Why is he considered a gambler? Because he's rowdy? Really? Okay. We can educate him personally. It's learning stat, right? Oh, but you've got no intrigue, and you're not even that good at learning. Okay, let's forget it. I think it's like learning stat and the primary stat, plus, of course, if they're quick and blah, blah, blah. These regular Crusader Kings rules. Edgar, Maester Edgar, what are you? You're greedy, paranoid, and content. You seem like a terrible educator. Lucianta's not terrible. She's got good learning. She's got pretty alright intrigue. I could hunt around for some people. Let's give him to Lucianta. Lucianta can be trusted. We know that much. How old is he? 4. I don't think they can get any childhood events or even childhood traits developing before they turn 6, right? So, probably no luck there. We need somebody good at helping us manage the realm. So I guess Steward becomes the Castellan, and then we'll put that other guy who wasn't on the council that's a vassal into the stewardship spot. There you go, friend. Hey, 4 out of 3. Someone pointed out, I think it was in Discord, that compared to CK2, the domain limit you get for your stewardship is so punishing by comparison. Hello, my daughter, Donna Santa. That's an alright name. That's not too terrible. It looks clumsy until you say it out loud. They grew up so fast. Astute intellectual, good for you. 18 learning, not bad. Okay. And maybe you marry you off to King of the Rock. Oh my god. They will be born into House Frey, which is a disgusting concept. But you know what? Goodbye, daughter. You got to bear in mind, this guy he's quite traditional. I feel like he's a knight. You know, he's calm, ambitious, honest. He strikes me as a very normal, standard lord. He's got his own interests, of course, here and there. But this is the thing he would do. He's ambitious, so marrying up to all these great, powerful houses very much, I think, aligns with him. A brilliant gemstone. Hello. During one of our lessons, my daughter Griselta's chambers, I noticed a collection of rocks. One of the stones stands out in the collection. It's quite rough, but on closer inspection, there's a deeply red, brilliant hue contained within. You can have it, father. So you should study that one, child. Absolutely. Absolutely forward that. That's good. And then, of course, we've finished that alliance. That's good. You want to educate Merryk, my half-brother, to be a knight. Fine. So how many troops can we call in now? Oh, my God. 150,000. We are the 7 kingdoms at this point. 7 kingdoms, 1 goose. God, this has worked out well. Round of applause, please, for Merryk, who might have died earlier than I expected. I thought we'd lost a lot of plans, but these hooks that he fabricated to line up the marriages, once you get one, of course, it's a snowball effect. They see how powerful we are, and blah, 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 blah. Garrett, and internant bard, popular with the common folk, has arrived in my courts. A local landowner encouraged me to seek him out. Okay. Sing for the valor of House Goshawk. Of course, yes, please do. We want the prestige. That's all this guy's obsessed with now, is becoming more famous and more prestigious. Granted, we're kind of piggybacking off the achievements of our last character, but you'll get there. As soon as this war is ready, you'll get there. Don't you worry about it. Oh, God, do you remember that accolade we made ages and ages ago? We can reappoint it, apparently. Endron, my brother-in-law. Endron Baratheon, we can appoint as Hawk Guard. Whoa, he's in my court? This is bizarre. Next King of the Iron Throne is just in my court. We should sway him. We should win him over, then. Absolutely, that's a prestigious thing to be friends with the king. How old is he? 23. How old are we? Like 36? Bit of an age gap, but that's all right. They can get on. That's okay. They can be friends. That's fine. What else you got here? I don't really think I can do anything else with him at this point, but let's just see if we can become his friend. That's fine. We've already made him given him a prestigious position, I think. That's fine. You're going to complain to me now that I need a worthy successor. God damn you. This system is so clunky, and it'll always be my biggest complaint. Hey, there we are. Manly Stokeworth and Elronsa are now married. What I suppose we've got to consider with all this is there could be a lot of inbred characters kicking around, Could be a lot of inbred characters kicking around if we're not careful. So I don't really... Well, we've got to be careful remarrying into the into those high-born houses. I think there's enough blood spread around. There'll be enough alliances kind of built between them that it won't be such a big deal. But they're not intermarrying with one another, right? They're not marrying into them, as we've seen from examining their kind of alliance tabs. None of the high houses are going into each other, but we are. So we've got to be maybe a little bit careful about it. I suppose it's their problem, right? If we're marrying into them. Oh, God. He wasn't able to do it. Today I woke up with a crushing thought. Despite years of efforts, my life's achievements still pale in compared to my great father, Lord Merryk. Pushed myself, yet I'm unable to escape the long shadow of his fame. This is a curse every father brings upon their children, and we all born into a futile race against the giants of the past. We lost it. Just didn't get enough prestige fast enough, I assume. Okay, so in the future, if we get that, not that we can really even afford it, to be honest. I was going to say like a grand tournament, or even like a hunt, I suppose, would have worked, but even then, it wouldn't have been massive. Oh, this is okay. Let's just stick with it, because this guy already has Confider, right? And some other stuff. This is fine. It upsets the courtiers, as I recall, but that's not a big deal. Where is it? We can also meditate in seclusion. Oh, we should probably do that as well. Just to kind of prepare ourselves for this war. Clear our mind, because this is going to be a big moment, right? So let's get confident. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that, because I'm ambitious. My mind is at ease. There we are. Who is his confidant? Oh, his wife and his soulmate. Well, that's good. All courtiers except the confidant lose. Yeah, whatever, that's fine. And then let's meditate in seclusion and see what we can do. Embarking on an inner journey through meditation is no trivial thing. Many preparations will need to be made, the least of which is deciding where I shall retreat to. Location I choose to meditate in will heavily influence the outcome of my journey. Kind of my own castle. It's a safe and easy place to meditate in. The rolling hills of Red Peak Field. Meditating in seclusion. I'm more likely to gain theological insights. He's secluded, so he wouldn't do that. Moderately challenging place to meditate in. I'm more likely to lose stress. What do you think? Let's lose stress. Moderately challenging. This guy does seem like he wants to be... He's ambitious. He wants to be challenged. Let's do it. Let's head out then. We're going all the way over here to meditate. Sure. Why not? We got to wait a while before we get that claim anyway, and I've got to try and meditate these hiccups away, so that seems fine. And then what, you just sit there for a while? Oh, okay. Answeric's journey to Rosby was delayed by 6 months. Okay, sure, let's see what happens. Living off the land, raid speed, supply capacity. Oh, that also gives 25% travel safety. Well, that's pretty good. Hit and run, retreat losses minus 25%. I can't imagine that's going to be massively relevant, to be honest. Let's go with living off the land. I think that one's more immediately useful. So you just quite literally sit there for 6 months. I thought there might be some events that will pop up or something like that, but no, he's just... Ooh, Griselda, hello. Ah, mastermind philosopher. Bloody hell, well done. Good educator for diplomacy characters. And now we just... quite literally just sit and wait for 6 months. That's so bizarre. Okay. Does anything else happen? Oh, no. After arriving in the wild forests of Fort Ney, I found a peaceful corner to meditate in. Soon grew impatient, as no matter how still I sat or how tired, or how I tried, I was unable to feel anything but boredom. There's a knight here. Because we're ambitious, we're going to ask him to give us some money. Very nice, thank you. There's a lynx. Time to put that Valyrian steel sword to good use. This man deserves my help. Dive in. He wants prestige, remember? He's ambitious. You beat a lynx. Well done. I think that's particularly impressive, to be honest. We can go inside again. Brilliant. Well done. Well, that was probably what wasn't worth the journey, but hey, on the plus side, he comes home to... Ooh, hello. Admiral of the Iron Throne. You don't say. Oh, very kind. I appreciate that a lot. What does that do for us, then, Admiral of the Iron Throne? Master of Ships. Embarkation is less. Martial lifestyle experience up by 10% is pretty good. Stewardship lifestyle experience up by 10%. That's pretty good as well. And then naval speed up by 20%, which isn't massively relevant. I don't think we can travel on rivers with our current kind of culture and house traditions and everything else. I don't think we've got anything that will let us do that. But this is it. At long last. Time to go to war. Thank you. Present my claim on Red Bend or all of Rosby will be mine. We've already got the High Lordship. Or we can make the High Lordship of Rosby, so don't you worry about that one. Okay, this is it then. Declare war. Your claims, everything. We get everything, right? Because we've already got that development, that tradition. The military strength is vastly inferior to ours. I'm going to have to call them in. She has declared us her rival. She's declared us her rival. But you know what? Acceptable. Absolutely acceptable. Let's call in some allies then. We'll start with the Reach. We should probably start with the Vale because they're right there. I mean, the Reach are too, but it's obviously going to take them much longer to get from here to here than it is. Although you got to pass through mountains. It's probably more or less equidistant. Let's call in the Reach. So 750 prestige. I don't think we need to call in everyone. But I would love to make sure if things start going awry, we can call in the Iron Throne and the Vale. Only if things start going wrong, and that way will guarantee us a victory if it gets a bit messy. With this character, when we've picked up Rosby IRA, I think the next plan is very much build up the man-at-arms, because what we've got right now is nothing of value. To be totally honest, it's pretty terrible, huh? Right, we have to be... We're the best commander here. 29 advantage, military engineer, of course. This is our goal. They're building troops up right there. That's very, very annoying. The building troops are right in Rosby. Okay, you fuckers. Well, let's go join with our friends in the Reach then. They might actually be able to catch us, but let's see how it goes. No, they won't. Take them at the bridge. Take them at the bridge. Take them at the bridge. Come on. Fight us. Cowards. Cowards, come back. Hey, we can catch him. We can catch him. This isn't a problem. Should we just slow him down or should we wait? Let's wait for the Reach to catch up then. Come on. Come on, that's it. Hello, how you doing? Come on, follow me this way. There we are. Good shit, good shit, good shit. 29,000. They're going for the capital. So this, we're just gonna have to jump in on this now. But that's fine. We got more than enough troops. Boom. That's what we like to see. Immediately chase. We're not gonna catch them anytime soon, but let's at least go in their general direction. Should we start grabbing some war score? That's fine. Okay, very nice. Where are you heading to? You're gonna go over to... Oh, they're coming back. Smash them. Join us. Very nice. A little bit risky there, but that's fine. Good shit. They're down to 14,000. We're good. We're good. At this point, I don't think we have to worry about that anymore. Lord Ralph is no longer a master of the hunt. Why? Oh. Oh, shit. That's so funny. Oh, I thought he died in a battle then for a second. I was like, holy crap. No, Lord Roland of Tilbury Island died after being knocked off his horse. That's the second person that's wronged us that have died being knocked off of a horse. Interesting. So now your son has my Valyrian steel. I see it right there. Well, that's their problem, isn't it? I'm not really too concerned about that. And again, I'm not concerned about this army either. I think we just siege now at this point. You're going to rescind me as master of ships. Why? Because I'm too busy fighting my war? Maybe because of how cozy we're getting with the reach? They are going for the capital, which I'm not a big fan of. Let's go hit and run. Why don't we finish this siege in Rosby and then immediately spin down... Oh, sorry, in the Duchy of Rosby. Spin down to go save Rosby proper. We can probably get there before they finish that siege. Okay, you coming with me? Very good. Jump in. Nice. Because if they capture our heir, I'm not risking that. Merryk Cargyll improved his marshal. Well done, nephew. Appreciate that. You're still terrible, but I do appreciate that. Thank you. Good work. Let's get to sieging again. 57%. I think this is going to go nice and smooth. What are you doing stood there? Nothing is the answer. They're not doing anything. And they're going for random counties, which honestly are fairly irrelevant at this point. We're probably just going to end up giving all that stuff away when we take the Duchy of Rosby proper, right? 65%. Let's get it finished. To my liege! It is time to fight the Liberty faction. I will not be threatened. Send your fucking Liberty faction. That's fine. How many troops have they got? Liberty faction? 2,000 soldiers. Hilarious. Okay. Okay. Hold on. Let's deal with this sieging first. We'll get it up to, or fully sieged or whatever it takes. Then we'll spin around and take these guys out as well while we've got our allies here. Because I think we've lost enough of our own troops, like spearheading a lot of these battles. Okay, good shit. We're basically done here. Will they follow me if I start heading down? Come on. Come down. There you go. Let's go deal with these. Ooh. Interesting. Alasaric is, honest. Okay, not bad. Not bad. What about my son and heir? How's he coming out? Robinrick. Impatient. Rowdy. Impatient. Oh, for God's sake. Well, he's on intrigue now. We'll see how it goes. I should have kept him as a martial character because apparently his martial was far more impressive. He's just naturally been increasing his base martial skill. Honest is -4. How can you be an honest martial intrigue character? Oh, you fucking useless child. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. Ugh. Fine. Fine, fine, fine. Whatever. These things happen, don't they? That's alright. How did we lose that? Hey! What the fuck are you lot doing? Oh, because they're not in that war. Oh, bollocks. Yeah, sorry. I forgot that's how Crusader Kings 3 works, isn't it? I don't play this game very often. Astute Intellectual. Hey, not bad. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Yes, permission granted for you to marry your random wife. Whatever, that's fine. Yeah, I'm going to need some help with these peasants now, which is horrible. Absolutely fucking horrible. My liege? Can I call my liege in? Mountain the Vale, the Rock, the Reach. Why can't I call in Stannis? How annoying. King Bernard, listen. Do you want to help me with these, big man? Because that'd be great. Thank you. Appreciate that a lot. Because I can't handle these anymore. Too much trying to drive AI troops around. God damn, I missed that CK2 ability to actually directly drive troops around. No, decline. I'm more valuable than marriages than this. Get out. Right, yeah, that's problem solved. We're all good. We're back in. We're back in. It's all fine. Okay, Jarman. There's a lot going on, isn't there? Jarman, so far down the line of succession, don't worry about it. Let's just get this sieged. Then we'll go, I guess we'll have to go counter-siege at this point, which is quite annoying. Haven't got a marshal. Must have died in combat. Endron the Red Stag. Hello. But if you die, the Stannis has have a son after you. What's the line of succession now? Endron. Yeah, I can't risk having him die. So let's be careful about our own troops at this point. Another child. Bloody hell. Oh, speaking of which, this kid's the future King of the Iron Throne. I wonder now if he takes precedent. Hold on. Go to you. Hey, show me you. I wonder if that hasn't updated yet, only because I haven't finished naming him. I will name you. Who was the founder of our dynasty? It was Ansaric, right? All those many, many years ago. Merryk. Sorry, it was Merryk. I will name you Merryk. In honor of the man who founded this whole mess in the first place. May grow strong and wise. You give me a pet squirrel. No, thank you. No, thank you. I feel like this ambitious man would like a better pet than a squirrel. Appreciate that, though. Oh! How interesting. Oh, God. Selwyn just died of old age. How old was he? 67. Oh, fair enough, then. My lord, a letter marked with the seal of House Baratheon has arrived from King's Landing. Ravens spread grievous tidings across the realm. King Selwyn died of old age. May he repose in peace. Endron Baratheon has been proclaimed the rightful successor to the Seven Kingdoms of the Iron Throne. That means I've lost my bloody marshal. Wow, okay. That's good, though, because I think we made a lot of good... Yeah, he really, really, really likes us. I swayed him. I gave him a council position. The guy loves it. Why do we hate him? Wrong religion, really. Opinion of predecessor. We didn't like his predecessor very much. He's also got us under high tax. Oh, we're ambitious, right. Wow, he really, 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 really likes us, and we absolutely hate him. That's so bizarre. It's so rare that you see that. God damn. That's so strange. And then he dies, and who takes over the Iron Throne? But our house. Very lovely. That's good. Good progress. Great victory. Great victory. And the coronation of the King of Westeros. Of course, we will say, long may he reign. Long may he reign, or perhaps short may he reign. Long enough that this kid can be educated and come out well. King Endron the Shy. How odd. My brother is knighted. Oh, very good. Good work, Rick. Jesus, there's a lot going on, eh? I just want to get this war tidied up so we can start sorting our titles out. I'm reviewing the fortification when my brother Rick asked to speak with me. Your son has been coming to me often in the recent months, my lord. Rick, this is. Asking for lessons in swordsmanship. Rick can help, but I'll train Rick in my swords myself. No. By all means, train him. We've got a wandering sellsword. No, thank you. We've got to save some money because we've got a lot of round management coming up here. And kapow. 100% of the war goal. Good. I guess we'll go deal with this rebellion. Follow me down here. It was both of the bastard houses. Look, House Black Goose and House Goosehaven rebelled against me. How could they? After everything my father did for them that they don't realize he did. I mean, fair enough. They have no idea. Okay. We're going to have to go do some sieging over there now, aren't we? Fucking hell. Just honestly, just take your pick. Really, just go mad. I so wish they bring back that CK2 mechanic where you can drive AI armies, because this is mad. Just watching them flail around, starting sieges, stopping sieges. Sappers. Sappers aren't really very relevant when we haven't got any troops of our own, but hey, never mind. I'll let them deal with the... Oh, don't crash. Oh, I don't know what it was doing then. Jesus, please don't do that. I claim on Strongmead. Good luck with that. And this should hopefully put an end to the rebels. 75%. Okay. We got a long way to go. Let's actually go for the rebel capital then. What a pain in the arse this has ended up being. I don't know how that war against the, what have they got sieged over here? Nothing massively relevant, but hey. Okay. I think we're done. I think we're done here. Or not. Or not. What the fuck just happened? Oh my god. Nobody saw it coming. My lord, a letter marked with the seal of none other than House Goshawk has arrived from King's Landing. Ravens spread across the realm. King Endron died from his wounds. Wounds he possibly sustained during our war? Really? Was he injured in battle, do you think? Oh my god. Do you think that's probably likely what happened? I made him marshal, he was leading our troops, got into a battle, got injured, and has now died, paving the way for House Goshawk Iron Throne. You got to admit, though... Thank you, there's that war done. What good is this squirrel? Sell it. Yeah, sell the bloody squirrel. Boom. Oh, why won't they accept? What do you mean you won't accept this? I'm not giving you a fucking choice. Oh, sorry, I was looking at the wrong one. My bad. There we are. Problem solved on that front, and now we just got to wait for this war score to tick up. That does look good, though, huh? Across King's Landing, the Golden Goose of our dynasty. Oh, they'd be so proud if they could see this now. Oh, sorry, yes, long may he reign. King Merryk receives a nickname. Is it going to be just like King Merryk the Young? Surely. The Unlucky. Why do you call him the Unlucky? This is very lucky. And then who else is regent of the entire Iron Throne other than my dear sister, Lucianta Goshawk? She was pregnant again with another one of his child be formed. Oh, wow. Lorena, support me. This was a lot of stressful warfare. Lots of stressful, messy warfare, but things are... I'm just going to stand my troops down. We don't need them raised at this point. It's just, we're just absolutely hemorrhaging money. The feast in Rosby was lovely tonight. Everyone was quite well behaved, and the spirit among my family was one of congeniality. So the food was taken away. Lorena and I look out at conversation and merriment. My cellmate sighed with contentment, and she turned on me, and I saw the twinkle in her eye. She wanted to spend the night as husband and wife, and wanted to start right away. Raise a glass to Lady Lorena. Good for her. Well done. Well, that was a loss of action very quickly. Jesus. My God, I think I need some time to process this. Apparently, we're also known for our level of dedication to our faith, despite the fact that we are cynical. Good. And with that, generations worth of plans are finally all put into fruition. Our father, of course, getting those hooks, which allow us to make these marriages. A grandfather fabricating the initial claims on Rosby and taking that away. All leads to this moment. The most powerful house in the Crown Lands. Look at us now. And of course, we have the Iron Throne. And this is where things get very, very interesting. We could play as an intrigue character. We could assassinate the current king of the Iron Throne until his sister inherits. And then eventually, as things fall down, there's still some Baratheons in line there. Eventually, we could juggle things around so that we inherit it, as in, like, the character we're playing inherits this. But what if instead we play as the Lord of Rosby or the Lord of Strongmead? We make it back as our capital, whatever, it doesn't really matter. And we help the Goshawks of the Iron Throne bring everything back. Just as our grandfather did, right? When he helped Stannis, who kidnapped the Queen of the Trident and managed to grab her and tidied up all those wars, started bringing things back together before it all splintered again. What if we are that shadow intrigue character? It's very easy to get a lot of land very quickly as an intrigue character. You marry and you kill them off, blah, blah, blah. But it's much more interesting, I think, to be that knife in the dark and work our way up by supporting our dynasty now. Not just our liege that we were loyal to, but our dynasty work their way up through the realm instead. And try and rebuild the Iron Throne via a proxy. I think that's quite fun. So maybe we'll do something like that. I'm not entirely sure. I'm open to suggestions, but in my opinion, that would be, I think, the most unique way to go about things, and certainly the most Game of Thrones way to go about things. We're going to wrap things up here today, right where we are, because we've got a lot of round management to do. We've got to tidy up all these rebellious vassals, first and foremost. Maybe revoke some titles. Maybe we just, as a calm, honest man, maybe we let them, we give them that second chance. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe we revoke all the titles and dish everything out. It doesn't really matter too much. Of course, we've got to tidy up Rosby, decide what titles we want to keep, what we don't, what we want to give away. Then we've got to decide on our game plan going forward. So this is a great moment to bookend today's episode. Thank you for joining me. I'm so glad all these plans have finally fallen into action with a character I would have never expected it to occur with, right? Of all the characters, the guy with no intrigue whatsoever being the one to really finally have it happen. I feel kind of bad for him, though, because he thinks that he hasn't achieved anything, but a lot of these were his machinations. Totally by accident, of course, giving the previous King of the Iron Throne horrible injuries, but never mind. Thank you to the Knight of Sorin, Blue Cerberus 88, Luna Wolf, Heisenberg, Stephen Allenson, Johnny Wood, Spaceman Joe, Blafocus 666, Helixian, Dragon MRH, Squiggly Line, Kane, Isolated Entropy, Aronidas, Yatian, One Who Knocks, King Snitch Gaming, Fancy Singularity, Scapegoat, Beat Boop, Lapis Golem, Mike Freeman, Bottom of the Swamp, Fats TX, and Chief Werewolf for their support. The executive producer tiers are on Patreon. Thank you for allowing me to produce all the content I produce on a daily basis. And second channel stuff coming very, very soon, so stay tuned for that. Thank you as well to Red Nebula, Kuta Kuti, Shadowstep02, Craze Monkey 231, So Below, November, Oliver, Lamaness, Big Sawaro, Banana Master, Chris Grebe, Layforce, Diamuid, Andrew McKinnon, and Nightlock Veldar as well. Goodbye.